If you're just joining us, we have Mike Smith, the body specialist, here in the studio with us. And for those of you who can't see him, you're really missing out because this guy is a brick house. I mean, he not only talks about fitness, but he lives it. If you want to connect with Mike, you can do it one of two ways. You can connect with him on Facebook, and that would be at facebook.com/The Body Specialist Group. And the is spelled THA. The Body Specialist Group, or you can give them a phone call at 281-465-0007.
Now, Mike, I got to ask you. Now, how did you get started in fitness? I mean, what was it that said, "This is what I'm going to do with my life"?
I started in the military.
Ah, okay.
What branch?
I was in the Army.
Okay.
I was in the Army, and when I first started in the Army, I was in engineering, and I had a job called demolition specialist.
Okay.
And so, didn't think that was my calling. Even though the first time I saw something blow up, that was fun. But after that, I was like,
you're like, this is annoying.
This is annoying. So eventually, I changed my MOS to physical activity specialist.
Okay.
And with that, you in the military, basically what you do as a physical activity specialist, you run the gymnasiums and all of the fitness programs.
Okay.
Like the volleyball league, the baseball, football, all the different leagues. And then in the Army, if you get to a certain weight, they'll make you join what they call the Fat Boy program. Well, I was put in charge of that.
Okay.
And so in the Army, they don't really have a program together. They just put you in the Fat Boy program and tell you to run and see if you can get the weight off.
So there was no real regime.
Yeah. And so I started coming up with regiments, and I had a 100% rate, success rate.
Is that
so
right?
everyone who came through my program stayed in the Army, because if you didn't pass it,
that's
you
right,
got kicked out.
Absolutely.
You got discharged. And so from that, that's when they came up with the name. They called me the body specialist instead of the demo specialist. Because people walk up to me, "You still a demolition specialist?" I'm like, "No, I'm a body specialist now." And so
and that's a good name for you.
Yeah, and so it's and like I said, since I designed the programs, that really made a big difference. And I think to this day they still use some of those programs.
Now you went to the Army.
Yes.
So then, what did you do? How long were you in the Army?
12 years total.
12
I
years.
did 4 years active and then 8 in the Guard.
Okay. And then what did you do after that? Is your military career behind you now?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
And so after that, I was going to school up in Sam for a while and working for the state.
Okay.
And just so happened in Conroe they opened a gym called Gold's Gym.
Mm-hmm.
And I started at Gold's Gym as just like the bottom of the totem pole.
Okay.
But I was willing to work.
Right.
And then I had a lot of clients. I started out back then. A lot of people didn't pay for personal training.
Mm-hmm.
And so.
So you were doing it for free, Mike?
Not really for free, but almost.
Okay.
So I had to have another job.
Absolutely.
So in training, that was like my passion.
Okay.
And so I worked for the state, but then I got to the point where I started becoming more successful, started getting more athletes, people who could afford it.
Okay.
And then eventually I transferred over and ended up owning my own gym.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's great.
Now let's talk about your gym. Now your gym is located where?
It's in Shenandoah, right outside of Woodlands, Texas.
Right outside of the Woodlands. Woodlands is a good area too.
Yes, it's a very good area.
Yeah. And tell me a little bit about your gym out there.
It's about a 3,000 square foot facility,
Okay.
and what we do is personal training. Everything is personal training.
Okay.
And so everyone has an individual that walks through the door has an individual attention.
Okay.
And so we also we do nutrition supplements. We have a kitchen on site, and so we do healthy meals.
Wow.
And so we very unorthodox. So we have every type of equipment you can think of.
Well, hold the phone now, Mike. You got my attention talking about a kitchen.
Yeah.
Hey, you need to tell me about this kitchen, man. So so you have a facility.
Yes.
Fitness facility.
Fitness facility.
And I'm gonna come out there and you got equipment in there.
Yes.
But you also are going to have somebody in a kitchen
Yes.
that's going to talk to me or show me.
Yes.
And this is a chef that's in there?
Yeah, we have a chef, a gourmet chef.
A gourmet chef?
Yes.
Wow. Yes. And now, yeah, I'm going to lead into this other question, John. If there's a kitchen in there, and there's a gourmet chef in there.
Yes.
I take that to mean, from a fitness expert, that diet is important.
Very. So I design all of the meals.
You design the meals.
Yeah, I design all
So
of the
you
meals.
design the meals, and the chef that's in there, the
He
gourmet
prepares.
chef that's in there, prepares the meals.
Yes.
And now, does everybody get a little piece of this, or how do you do it? I mean,
Yeah.
how do you keep a stampede from happening into the kitchen?
Well, you have to put in an order.
You buy the food.
You buy the food.
Okay,
You put
all
in an
right.
order,
Now you can take the food home.
Take it home. A lot of people buy food for the whole week.
Oh,
Like if you don't want to cook, and what we do, we'll give you a meal plan.
Wow.
And whatever's on your meal plan, I hand it to the cook. He cook it. You pick it up on Monday and Wednesday, and you're set for the whole week. You don't even have to cook your own food.
wow.
And you know, for myself to stay disciplined, I would need something just
that's
like
one of
that.
our
If you leave
keys to
me to
success.
my own demise,
Yes.
I'm gonna swing and get a 99-cent hamburger from someplace. But if I could come into the gym, get that special treatment, that individual attention that I desire,
Yes.
as well as get someone to prepare my meals, I really have no
You
excuse.
have no excuse.
And give me an idea what the meals cost.
Our average meal is $6.
Sit.
$6.
Wait a minute. Hold it.
I just spent $9 last night at Whataburger.
What are you talking about? $9? You got off easy. You must have a coupon, buddy. Man, what? So Mike. Okay, a gourmet meal
Yeah. Yes.
planned by you,
Yes.
and the cost runs about $6
$6 a meal. Yes.
a meal.
Yes.
I tell you what, folks, if you are in
Wow.
the greater Houston area,
I'm
this
stunned.
sounds like the type of place that you want to be. I mean, we all have reasons why. I mean, that we can't work out, you know, and easy access to bad food is probably the worst for myself.
That's right.
But if I got someone that is not only giving me the training that I need, but I can also purchase my meals for $6
That's right.
and have them planned out for the week, I really have no excuse not to get fit. Now, your gym is in very close to the Woodlands. It's in Shenandoah.
Shenandoah,
And
around
the-
45.
And the telephone number, I just want to give that again, is 281-465-0007. Again, that number is 281-465-0007. Now, if you are listening to this through Blog Talk or through Cruising Hughs, you can go right into the chat room. Stephen K is standing by. If you have a question for Mike, he will make certain that it comes to our attention. But you know, Mike, I think about for people like us, and when I say us, I mean entrepreneurs.
Yes.
And really, we don't get days off.
That's
You
right.
know, so tell me, how flexible is your operation for individuals who work constantly, and it's just very difficult for them to steal away for a
Very,
moment?
very flexible. At the time, now I have 13 trainers on site.
Really?
And so we work from 4:45 in the morning till 10 p.m. at night.
Wow.
So, yeah.
So I should be able to find a 45-minute to an
That's right.
hour window somewhere
Yes, sir.
between
Yeah.
4:45 in the morning and 10 at night.
So Mike, when somebody first connects with you,
Yes.
what are the steps? What do you go through with them? You know, we kind of talked about you getting some information about their goals and so on. But I guess overall, how's the program work?
Well, the first thing you do is set up an appointment. Everyone that walks through the door sets up a consult with me.
Okay.
myself.
So everybody's
I
gonna
get-
meet.
Yeah, everybody gets to meet me, and I get to I evaluate them, do a body comp on them, do analysis, just kind of figure out what their goals are
Sure.
and what they've been doing in the past. Because a lot of times, a lot of my success comes from teaching people what not to do.
Gotcha.
Because you got a lot of people that, you know, they trying to do the right thing and they just not realizing for their body type, they shouldn't be training this way or they shouldn't be eating this food. And, you know, for someone, it typically could be a healthy food, but for their body type, they shouldn't be eating it. So I teach them what they shouldn't eat.
Wow.
And then we design a program from there.
Well, hold on a second. That brings into question then that you're saying that every person is not the same.
Yeah, that's right. No one is the same.
Well, wait a minute, because that means, see, I believe this, and I'm going to just say this, because I know a lot of people are going to I'm going to get in trouble for this, but I believe diet food makes some people fat.
Oh, that's exactly right.
Oh, it does?
That's exactly right.
Wow!
It's probably loaded with salt and sugar and everything else to make it taste halfway edible.
Yeah, now you're holding water.
You know,
Yeah,
the
because it was
biggest
so
strain
salty.
now is the Greek yogurt and stuff like that. But if you're a high estrogen carrier, you should stay away from dairy all the time.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
And is it possible that men are also high
Yes.
estrogen carriers?
Yes.
So that's not just a woman thing.
Not just a woman thing, that's right.
Wow.
So we have to figure it out, and I usually figure it out pretty quick.
Now, so you meet a man that's got high estrogen. I mean, what does he have? A high pitched voice? I mean, how do you figure that out pretty quick? I mean, what's tipping you off to that?
You can tell where they hold fat on their body.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay. All
right. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
You can look at them and tell.
Yeah, man.
Well, we have Mike Smith, the body specialist, right here in the studio with us. And guys, if you are in the greater Houston area and you're looking for a great place to work out, looking for a place that you can also get gourmet meals,
Man,
as well as personal attention in your training, you definitely want to give Mike a call. You can reach him at 281-465-0007. Again, his number is 281-465-0007. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we're going to talk a little bit about this mind, body, and spirit thing that you mentioned at the last break. So we'll talk about that.
Absolutely. Yeah, Mike, I'm real happy to hear about all of this, man. That's going to be great. Folks, you're listening to Small Business Today with Cruz and Hughs. It's brought to you by Dominion Commercial Credit. Offers business credit and contract financing for small businesses nationwide. You can give them a call today at 800-381-0073 or visit them online at www.net30credit.com. More in a moment with Mike Smith right after this.
Clear.